It's a beautiful morning. I love this time of year with all the blossoms coming out and the sun just getting warm. See some little bluebells here in the woods, horse chestnut, the candlestick blossoms there. Just the beautiful colours and the richness of the greens. And sometimes living in cities we forget just how healing nature is and how really we're meant to spend lots of time in green space. And wonderful when we get blue skies. So, I'm going to read from my photo exhibition book. It's called Perusia Loves Light. So I've got the photos from my exhibition in here. And Perusia I published on the 4th of April 2018. So I've taken poems from there, from my Loves Light exhibition, and also some extra poems as well. This was a photo I took with a fabulous reflection of the sun. I think I'm going to call that one Perfect Reflections. And I'm going to read you Sonnet for a Loving God, which is about God's healing method, and how we need to seek beauty in the world. There's a lot of illness, and sometimes we just don't get out into nature a lot. I feel very privileged to have been brought up in a country village where all we had was nature, and we never had a boring moment. And if we did, it was a creative moment. And we didn't have a shop, and we just had so much freedom just being in nature. And I know lots of people have that too. But sometimes in the cities we forget just that simple joy. So, Sonnet for a Loving God. If God had a healing method, what would it be? Would it be based on science and chemistry? Chemistry not of the laboratory kind, but chemistry born in the blood out of mind. How can mind do that, you may ask? I may say this is a complex task. A complex task this may be, to attain to thoughts that are heavenly. It seems to me we have lost the divine, who gives us the power to love all the time. In whom does it make a difference to create? Let me assure you there is no mistake. Only his love teaches wholeness of mind. Only his love teaches gentleness for man to be kind. So really that's a poem about faith. And faith is a positive mindset. It's the assured expectations of the things hoped for, the evident demonstrations of realities though not yet beheld. It's a belief in a positive future. It's a belief in good. It's a trust in good. It's a knowing. It's a sense of knowing. And the scripture teaches us to give thanks before something happens. It's a certainty. So there's no doubt. And if we go back to the Garden of Eden, where we positively die if we go against against God, then we become anxious, shameful, doubtful, and we lose our faith. Sin causes us to lose faith. Falls short of the glory of God, glory of trust and knowing that everything will be fine. And we're living in a world where there's a lot of things that are not fine. And there's a lot of talk about rapture. Rapture is bliss. To me, that's heaven on earth. It's a state that we can attain to when we live in harmony with God. And it has a molecule called anandamide, which is one of the cannabinoids. You know, people take drugs because they're seeking to feel that love and that sense of security and feeling not fearful. And I've just been looking into it a little bit further, and it's made from the the fatty acids, I'm going to have to look a little bit further into that. I once wrote a paper on cancer and hormones, and I'll have to dig that out and put that up on YouTube. But often it's the fatty acids are so essential for building the hormones in the body that allow us to attain to the endorphins, which is really the ultimate reward of what we seek, and it's that love manifested in us. And to achieve a natural endorphin, then we have to live altruistically. My dogs are making too much noise now. Gotta go, bye.